Heyo. Heyo. Hello. How you doing? How y'all doing? Let's stream some garbage tonight and see if we can actually get any of these drops. Do I expect to? No. Do I want to? Yes. But we'll continue on. We'll do the same fucking thing we've been doing for fucking hours and hours, and yeah, I'm done pretending to be happy about this. I want my Grubbo, and I want it now. And that's all I have to say about that is, we've done this enough. Hopefully we'll get it. If not, yeah. So I'm looking. Hey, Deal, what's up?
Nothing much.
How dare you?
Why?
Yeah.
I did nothing wrong.
You did everything correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say this. I think we did a lot wrong in multiverses, like not picking Shaggy and spamming side B.
Nah, I refuse to play like that.
It seemed very effective.
Speaking of fighting games, heroes, I saw there's a YouTuber I'm subscribed to, and he goes from game to game making tournaments and whatnot for stuff. And I just so happened to see a tournament on the first Injustice, and it was Solving Grundy versus Doomsday.
Did Doomsday spam this shit?
He was doing the that downward punch on the
the high, low, unblockable.
And then the shoulder tackle has way too much priority. All game, he just did the slam move and the shoulder tackle because it's plus. The shoulder tackle has plus frames for some reason, especially if you use meter. I barely saw any combos from him.
He won that.
And that's all he did. Yeah, he won. It was what is it? Grand finals, and it was in the Doomsday 1-3-2.
Yeah, I mean because
so it was close.
Yeah, you have a lot to deal with though.
Yeah, because he was just doing those two moves over and over, and nothing you can do about them.
Yeah, you have to kind of like respect it. You have to fuzzy guard that move actually.
Yeah, and most of the time he fuzzy guarded very rarely his opponent.
Yeah, because hard.
Uh-huh. I just say, yeah, yuck. I can't stand looking at that. Meanwhile, the Grundy player was doing all types of crazy shit on him, even trying to like predict that he's gonna do the shoulder tackle over and over.
Yeah,
He was trying to do a super armor reversal, and it worked half of the time.
Yeah, trying to predict that shit, nah, that's impossible. That's impossible. It's what the game decides to give it to you, you know? But yeah, I mean, that's the problem with it, you know?
Yep.
And Grundy was very good Grundy's not bad either. He's a very good character. But he don't have shit on Doomsday with his spam.
Right.
Yeah, Doomsday spam is actually really strong. And there's really not much you can do about it, other than playing just a broken character and not letting him ever press a button. That's what a lot of fighting games devolve into, though.
Yeah.
Either you spam or there's never really a back and forth almost in a lot of them.
And it's sad.
Yeah, it's like it's like one person has to jump through hoops to even approach, and then the other person just throws out the same attack until they win.
So lame.
Yeah. Smash at least doesn't have that too much anymore, you know. But you ever notice, like, remember that Steve, how he was just shitting on that Terry? That Steve never was gonna approach that Terry ever. You know. What I don't understand is why they give that Doomsday that punch that hits the ground too. I think it shook the ground too.
And it also has a stupid hitbox. It hits way above him than it should. I saw that in the tournament match.
Yeah. Injustice died actually kind of quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in tournament. And Injustice 2 had that problem for a while with Deadshot, I think.
Yeah. I remember, I think it was Evo, when there was 2 dead shots in the grand finals. Oh my god, snore fest.
Yeah, I mean, like if a character's so good, it's sort of like Meta Knight. That's why they eventually banned Meta Knight. I doubt it was because he was so powerful. I doubt it was because everyone was playing him. No one wanted to try anything new. And you know, if it's, I said before, if it's a spectator sport, yeah, you're gonna want people to watch. I said that about the Bayonetta. Remember when everyone was picking Bayonetta, and then the Evo had 2 Bayonettas sitting there for like a minute and a half, just aiming their guns at one another? It's like, yeah, they did it as a protest, but it's still, you know, it was a spectator sport, and you really showed why people don't like that character, you know?
Yeah.
Because they called it playing optimally. And it's like, yeah, that's why people don't like that character, is because that's what the character does. You know? And that's why, you know, that's why like a lot of these spectator sports are no longer that fun. It's why there's a lot of rules in football and shit. To avoid people from doing stuff like that. That guy had a gun that was just ripping my shield off. Yeah, I'm just gonna stream some Borderlands tonight. Me and Richter were recording RE4, the remake. Yep. Leon sure steals a lot of shit that he shouldn't be. Yeah. Alright, if they're gonna spam, I'll spam too, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, that's how it is, though. I feel like a lot of fighting games, that's like how it's gonna end up.
Yep.
You know, and with streaming and whatnot being more and more accessible, more and more people are just gonna use it right out the bat without actually playing it. You know, because if you don't have to figure out how to do stuff, you know, they're just gonna do the same old stuff.
Yep.
And you have to wait for tournaments for people to actually do their thing. Which, funny enough, is what causes people to play lame anyway. You know, they see someone on tournament do a move, and then they fish for it the entire match.
Yep.
And you never really get like an interaction of them learning to play or whatever, and you just have to deal with them throwing out an attack over and over again. Which for you, it gets yeah, it gets a little boring for you, because like, okay, even if you do win. Yeah.
This is why I don't play with Toffee. Even Gray had the same thing, said the same thing, but he still plays with them. He even told me he was getting irritated playing against them too, because he feels like another online person.
Just a normal match guy, yeah.
Like,
And in
feels
all
like
fairness,
a
like
online player, that's what he means. It's like, yeah, that's why I stopped playing him.
I mean, that's how it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do the good move, you know, you have to play better in order just to beat it. You know. Like when I was Ganondorf, remember that deal? He just kept dodging. Yeah. Against that Falcon, he couldn't do anything about it. I used the top tier deal. That's how you played in Brawl. You played exactly like a multiverse. If you missed an attack, you were fucking trying to dodge. People used to call it the scrub move, but the thing is everyone ended up doing the scrub move because the scrub move was the good move. You know. But yeah, in all fairness though, it's like I don't like Multiverse's Jib, really. I feel like it's a little bit too focused on spamming. And like there's no commitment to moves, so it's better just to spam them. You know, than actually try and outthink your opponent. Like, that's why the Shaggies are so tough. It wasn't because the move was amazing. It's because it took very little brain power, and the move covered enough to where it would be annoying enough for the opponent to fight. And you could bait out and punish it, which we did somewhat regularly, but you would still get killed by it, because the second Shaggy would hit you.
Brain dead.
Yeah, the second Shaggy would nail you, or the Tom and Jerry that was with the Shaggy would nail you with all the projectiles on screen, because you had to keep baiting out the Shaggy, you know? You know, it was kind of something. The match would start and Shaggies would instantly side B towards you. They weren't even within range, they would just do it. And, you know, what do you do after a while, you know? You know, you either get good enough to do it, at which point the matchup's worthless. Like, learning to bait out Shaggy side B is important, but not good. Because that means that the Shaggies, like if the Shaggy knew how to fight, he could just spam side B and then randomly decide to fight. And, you know, it sucks, because it's like, it's because the move is so good, you know? Like, it's not good because it's gonna hit you. It's good because the way it is he has a little more, a little less end lag than it should. So it was very hard to position it because you didn't know where he was gonna go. He could change how far it could go to, whether you angled it up or down. So it was a little bit harder. So if he angled it up, he could dodge down, or he could just buffer a down air, and it would hit you because it hit above him too. You know. People say, "Oh yeah, just fucking punish it and whatever." It's like you can't. Some moves just beat out everything you do. You know, you just have to sit there and try and hit in between the down times. But I mean, that's a lot of fighting games. You know, Smash Brothers, they do it too sometimes. You know. In Brawl DL, I shit you not. I after a while, I just stopped playing with the Brawl domain people because it was like, you would either get a high tier that would just do down and grab. You know, they just grab you constantly with the down the chain grabs, and it's like they didn't want to play with Final Destination. They only want to play Final Destination. They only want to do grabs. They didn't want to do any of the other stages, and they didn't want to do any of the rule sets.
When people play like that, don't ever think that I'm gonna say like you're good at the game, because that's bullshit.
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
basically cheesing. Like, I don't care if you get thousands of wins.
Yeah, with the down.
It's how you win that matters to me.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
if all you're going for is cheese and whatnot,
or the
then
good
I'm not
move.
gonna play.
You know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not fighting that.
Because, you know, a lot of people that do that good move do end up getting trashed by players that actually are really good. It's a scrub check, you know? And unfortunately, there's a lot more people that are scrubby at the game than they're good. So if you do that one mediocre thing, you could beat a lot of people for very, very easy. Little Mac was exactly like that too, by the way. Little Mac was a big scrub check. And then people realized, oh yeah, you can actually swing at Little Mac. People were afraid to swing at Little Mac. You know that? You know? Because the pros said his frame data was too good. So no one really swung on him. And then Zero's like, yeah, you just throw him off stage and they hit him once. And people started doing that, and guess what? It fucking worked. You know, in all fairness, it doesn't matter. Little Mac's gonna take his stock. He's gonna take his stock. It's just you make sure that you take his stock before, and he doesn't have a stock advantage. Because if he has a stock advantage, then you're in a real shot of losing. Just because of the way that KO mechanic works, you know. Like you've played Gray, right? You know, it's like if he takes a stock on Little Mac early, you're in a fucking
He hates going against my Little Mac. He finds it so difficult.
yeah. But if you got a stock, it was much harder for you to come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Little Mac, you know, he blows you up or he gets blown up.
Yeah.
You know, Little Mac counts on you making mistakes. You know. But that's how it is, like. Me. Oh, there. Perfect. It cut out perfectly. Because, you know, because it's like certain moves were, I don't think they were true, but they were kind of true. But online, it was weird because they sometimes weren't. So stuff that could work offline wouldn't work online, and stuff like that.
Which is weird.
Yeah. For instance, like Mewtwo's down tilt to forward air or whatever else you wanted to do could work, but sometimes with online, the opponent would land weird, and you wouldn't get it. Even with DI, you know.
Maybe it was character dependent.
It was very character dependent, but also like like Mewtwo, like his neutral air and shit can hit you in different directions too, sometimes, and you had to time it like a certain way. That and Mewtwo's tail hitbox was gigantic anyway, so you'd get hit more often than not just trying to go for a combo.
Yeah.
It was actually much safer to just try and camp people out with Mewtwo. Which is not something I particularly like to do, but it's like... What you do is you basically just get people to approach a Shadow Ball, you know? You don't approach a Shadow Ball, you get people to approach you. And then you get to do stuff. But, you know, in Smash 4, you could actually go after people a little bit more reliably. But they kind of got rid of that in Ultimate. You tried to be way more defensive. And, yeah. I mean, that's how it is, though. I mean, you know, all the characters... Kazuya's probably going to be the next problem. Because people are starting to figure out his 0 to deaths.
Yeah, because, seeing people doing them so often is usually the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
just
all
change a little bit.
Yeah. And all they do is they're going to fish for it the entire match, and then they get it. It's just like Luigi. It's going to be a bunch of Luigis, but actually good. You know? And that might be the next problem for a spectator sport. I mean, if you're doing a win, yeah, whatever, right? You know, whatever. But, like that's why people aren't watching games anymore. You know, that's why, you know, the bubble is kind of popped with spectator sports.
Yeah.
You know, because you're not allowed to be personal. You're not allowed to have personality anymore. You're not allowed to have this. You know, you pretty much play the character the way you want to play and use your strategy. And the biggest, you know, shittiest strategy wins. You know.
Yep.
You know, that's why Hungrybox was so good in Melee, man. He had that amazing ability to just be off stage constantly, and players either didn't want to adapt to it, you know, because could you imagine spending hundreds of hours learning Fox, and then Hungrybox learns one thing about the balloon character, just gone, and now you have to either play Fox differently or whatever, or just play Samus against Hungrybox, right?
Yeah.
Don't even approach. Just always be spamming. Nah, I'm not saying he's bad either. I'm just saying like people watch Melee because they like watching the combos and Fox doing shit and Falco doing
the
shit.
Same characters every single game.
Hell yeah, but they liked watching those characters do that, and that was it, you know. And as soon as Hungrybox, you know, started to go off stage and basically. That's what they would do. Like if they wanted to win, they could lame you off stage for like infinitely, you know. And they actually ended up banning stuff like that in Smash 4 with Sonic, who could do very similar shit with ledge grab limits and whatnot. And Sakurai himself tried to get rid of that type of play with, you know, ledge grabbing, you know, vulnerability. First one's free, second one you get hit. But that's how it do, though, you know?
Yep.
But then it is pretty cool that he was able to figure out how to bring a character like that up, you know? Because you gotta admit, out of all the characters, he is probably the one that brought that character up the most.
Yeah.
You know? That character was a joke character, too. You know? Character whose shield breaks, dies instantly. Yeah. I'm not saying Jilbert didn't have really good stuff either. Up through the rest, you know?
Yeah.
They ended up getting rid of that and putting it on a read. Or certain things as well. But now it's like you're having these characters like Kazuya come out, and meanwhile characters like, I forget specifically, but I think, yeah, there we go. Now I remember. Remember I said I would try and combo with Mewtwo? It's because tail hitbox. I think in a later patch they ended up fixing it to where it was a better combo tool. But before it popped them up just a little bit too high, so it was more of like a 50-50.
Yeah.
And then they ended up just putting it down. Yeah, they did. They buffed Mewtwo a hell of a lot, I think, actually. And that was by the time I ended up dropping the game because I was just sick and tired of using the characters I did. You know, I like characters that I wanted to use, but a lot of the guys I liked, I just couldn't use. Either, it wasn't even because they're bad. It's just I didn't like using them, you know? Wasn't having fun with them. But exclusively, a lot of my characters from Smash 4 to Ultimate got nerfed. And, like my main guys were like, it was Mewtwo, Little Mac, you know, shit like that. And it's like, and these were the ones that got nerfed, you know? I would use Mac and Mewtwo. I used a few other characters I don't remember off the top of my head. I would sometimes run Pit too. Great for the hey, great! You should just start using Pit. He's good. He's secretly good. I'd say that. Pit is. Pit has tools. The problem is that he doesn't have the fucking easy button mode that other characters get by using the one move over and over again. Pit actually has to use different things at different percentages. You know. Which is stupid, but yeah, that's how it works. You know, yeah. And deal turns out with Pit deal, you actually have to think. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
You know. Of course, not everything on him worked either, so. Okay, this shit needs to stop doing this. Some of them did get buffed too. But it wasn't all of them. It was like my two mains that got kind of trashed, and they got really trashed though. It wasn't like these were like things. This was like, oh my god, what do I do with this character? You know, like Little Mac in the beginning of Smash Ultimate. What the fuck were you supposed to do with that character? You know? It wasn't until they changed the angle of his down tilt and stuff that stuff opened up to you. Same thing with Mewtwo. Mewtwo had the exact same problem. They changed the angle of certain moves and suddenly the thing started working, you know? Samus. There was another one. I used to use Samus in 4 because I liked her a lot. She felt pretty good by running in, and they kind of nerfed that shit. I don't know how they nerfed her so bad. They said they buffed her too. That's the fucked part. Remember that? Sakura said Samus was the most buff character.
No.
Yeah, he said that when Smash Ultimate first showed. Yeah, that was when Bayonetta came out and kind of ruined it for Ridley. And Sakurai apparently shook his head. But that's all I have to say, because it's like, after a certain point, what I just didn't feel like playing the game anymore. I mean, I shit you not, I one time played Lucina and I felt like, oh my god. You know? Like, I played Lucina once, I played, who else did I play once that was like, oh my god, this character does everything. Oh my god, who was it? Lucina, I think it was... It wasn't Roy, it was someone else. Oh god, was it Yoshi maybe? I don't know. Might have been Yoshi. Where it was like, this character does everything. You know? Was it Yoshi? I don't remember. But when you're going like from Mac and to Mewtwo, and then you go to like an actual like really good character, like Mewtwo was good, but Mewtwo had huge glaring weaknesses. But if you went from a character that was just, you know, big weaknesses like Mac and Mewtwo to a character that had very little, like Yoshi or Lucina, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm wasting my damn time here learning these characters, you know. You know, it's a big fucking waste of time learning how to optimize a big fucking weakness than it is to, you know, optimize strengths. And yeah, I'm not saying like, you know, oh, these characters are trash or whatever, but it's like the characters I wanted to play, I want to have fun. I don't want to have to sit here and learn, you know, a billion things and then someone just picks a guy like Hero. Hero's here. You know, oh, Banjo-Kazooie was another one I wanted to learn, and it was like, wow, this character, what are we supposed to do with this character, you know? That's how I felt. Like, it was like so many characters I did like, but like once you use the actual good characters, it's like it's kind of hard to go back. You know, especially trying to learn stuff. Like I wanted to, Incineroar was very fun to play, and so was Ganondorf. But once you play the good characters, yeah, a little hard to go back. How you doing? Hi there, man. It's good. Yeah, I'm doing perfectly fine. Thank you. Ideal, say hi to Intense Robbie.
No.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Bro, that guy... I just shot 58 bullets to that guy. I don't know if he died or not. He stood up for a minute. he stood up for a minute and then fell over like a ragdoll. I think the bullets were keeping him alive. they're pumping the blood through his veins. We ain't getting nothing. I'm doing fine. I just ain't getting nothing. But yeah, with Smash, it's like, you know, you use the good characters, and then it's like, it kind of ruins the thing, you know? Because, like, why use Little Mac, you know? Use Kazuya. Or Terry. Terry if you're cool, Kazi if you want to win.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was talking to One Up last night. I was like, One Up, you don't need to do combos with Terry. Are you kidding me? No, you need to. I'm like, yeah, here's a combo. Ready? A down B. You don't need to learn anything else. You're good.
Yep.
It does everything. It literally does, though. He's talking about the "Are you okay?" You know, the Buster Wolf. But it's like I'm like, nah, you don't even need to do that. Or the Power Geyser. In all fairness, I did forget how to do those, but isn't like "Are you okay?" like just like sure you can not sure. Yeah, it's like Hadouken twice, right?
Down forward. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Hadouken twice.
And then the other one, Buster Geyser.
Yeah.
Down forward, down back.
Yeah. Yeah, 2009. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can't say I've been playing since 2009, but it's close enough. Yeah. I guess we use this. This will be easy enough to take out. Nothing really resists explosions. There you are. He might have it actually. Take a look, though. I don't think he has it. He does not have it. Great. 2009 on the Xbox, yeah.
Let's see what we've got.
Yo, this game came out 2009. Borderlands 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my god, how old are we? Shit. How old did we get? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like, when you're a kid, you use the characters that you like. I used to use Yoshi in all the Smash games. And it's like, everyone's like, oh yeah, you're so good with Yoshi, you know, and like Brawl and shit, you know, it's like, yeah. And then Yoshi came out in Smash 4 and people are like, damn, Yoshi's always been good. And here I am like, really? Really? Yoshi's always been good? DL, Yoshi's always been good. Apparently. People just had to figure out until the character got buffed that he was good. Yeah. Now, I mean, I used to use a lot of characters, but the more I played, the less characters I liked. And yeah, because there's a lot of gimmicks that you have to deal with, and if your character doesn't deal with them well, it's not fun in Smash. You know, your character's probably a low tier if they don't deal with gimmicks well. You know, I think even Donkey Kong has that problem where he does a lot of gimmicks, but he gets gimmicked so hard. Is that why? Is he like low tier still, or is he like mid? I think he's mid. Yeah.
I think mid.
But yeah, he's not anywhere as good as like Bowser, you know, or a super heavyweight. But it's like, yeah, like I like Donkey Kong a lot too.
Same.
But like, didn't like how he played in Ultimate that much because it's like, I felt like too many berries. You did just go for it, you know. There's too many berries in Smash Ultimate. Every character felt like they could do it. I'm actually shocked that Steve couldn't. Wait, does Steve berry? I don't think he does. Banjo-Kazooie did, though. Did he?
Yes. Down throw.
Yeah. Why?
It's also the weakest berry in the game.
Yeah, but why? Why would Banjo-Kazooie berry? Remember when moves were kind of bad, and that's why they would be able to berry?
Yeah.
Is the PC version of Borderlands 1 any different?
I remember they were abused at the beginning of Ultimate.
Yeah. I think if there's a
you play
difference, what?
Whenever you play King K. Rool, down throw. Whenever you
Yeah.
play Inkling, side B.
Yeah.
That's
Side B.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's all they go for.
I wonder if the PC version of Borderlands 1 is any different. As far as I know, no. Aside from Steam servers. You know. Because they did update this game to have Steam servers. Yeah. Alright, nothing on this. Yeah. Oh, just got kicked out. Oh, why you kick me off, game? Yeah. DL, you wanna know the really stupid part? When we were doing Deep Rock Galactic, I didn't get any disconnects. I just got lag from the game. Yeah. You know,
So
like
just playing
but
solo.
yeah. No. Playing with you. You know, it was only disconnects from the actual like game.
Oh.
Yeah. Where here I'm playing Borderlands alone, it's like, oh yeah, every few minutes the thing's going off. It's like, how does that work? I guess something's inconsistent. Yeah, I don't know what's different on the PC version, to be honest. I have a feeling that's very similar. They did have a few patches, and there's a lot of glitches in this game still, so it's probably 90% there. Where's your head? There it is. I need to stop just taking all these guys out. I don't know why, I just like going through the map. I like going through the map more than just killing the boss, you know? That guy's a good gun. Sounds like a SMG. Yeah, it's pretty good. If you get on PC, does GOG have it? I don't know. I don't know if GOG has it, but Steam has it. And it's pretty good. They do have the remastered version, but I can't recommend it. Because while it looks better and it has different legendaries in it, it's not as good because it has memory leak problems. But the original one, the Game of the Year, as it's called, that one's a bit better. Like, I couldn't believe they had all the memory leaks on that remaster. That was kind of embarrassing. Yeah. They don't want to give me nothing. As with Steam though, it's always best to wait for like the sales and stuff because they go like every few months. They put a lot of games on sale, whether it's summer, spring, or winter. You can get these games for like $5 or less. I know DL bought like a pack of like 80 games for what, $10 or some shit.
Yes.
And there were games I never even heard of, and he didn't even hear of them either. Never even heard of them. They were in a different language. DL, how many of them were accidentally porn games?
I think I only had like one.
Yeah, one by accident. Yeah. One in the pack. Dude, they
Yep.
put that shit in sometimes. Yeah. Don't have the adult filter on in Steam though. That shit's fucked.
Yeah,
Like-
they're everywhere.
Yeah, I know. DL, I like one of them's like, yeah, maybe it's just you. One of us gonna try and do a point of like, oh, I must have searched for something, and one of them went through
Uh-huh.
2 of his queues that were perfectly fine. Third queue, porn. He did. One up has done less than 8 queues in his entire lifetime on Steam.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you don't need to search a lot. It just pops up very quickly.
Yeah.
If you say no to Ninjago, porn next page. You know. It's like, yeah, but Call of Duty, no, no, more like Call of Horny. Okay, we have a lot of I got excited for that because that one flew away. I got the 2 guns and the sniper rifle and the garbo. All right, nothing. Boy, are my arms tired. But yeah. Donkey Kong was fun to use. Incineroar was very fun to use. I shit you not though. That thing online, that timing online was different every single time I threw that person. Yeah, you ever do the whip?
The whip or the
Yeah,
Like
the
what you
lariat.
talking about?
It's lariat. It's where he hits you in the neck with his elbow.
oh yeah. It does feel different sometimes.
Yeah, I shit you not. I was one time playing Gray. Every single timing I threw it was different. Every single one. You know, because you could do it very reliably offline. You know,
Mhm.
maybe messing up once or twice if if the match is close. But online, that's 50-50, my dude.
Yep.
Nothing would suck worse than you getting the revenge and then going for the lariat and then you hit in your head.
Yeah.
Because you knew you probably weren't getting another chance at that shit. Alright, let's kill this guy. Maybe the hybrid will drop. Or not. I got so excited for a second. You have no idea how excited I got for that. Fuck. That could have been the hybrid too.
Disappointing.
What's up?
No, I'm just saying disappointing.
Disappointed. Alright. Now I need to finish off all these guys and see what exactly this is. So 204 times 9 is actually kind of strong for that type of shotgun. Let's take a looky loo. So what's good about this one is the fire rate. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's only 6 in the magazine. Yeah, the reason why it was purple because the fire rate's very high. But yeah, for the hybrid, it would be a purple. Yeah. Robbie's thinking about getting that Borderlands Steam. Yeah, I'd recommend it. Don't recommend getting the remastered. I got the remastered because it was free, because I had the original. But I wouldn't recommend getting the remastered unless you know what you're getting into with data leaks, or not data leaks, but memory leaks.
Memory leak.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy when it happens to Richter,
Yeah.
Like even a beast computer doesn't really help it, We got nothing. Yeah. It's getting so annoying. A deal. I thought I actually got a drop.
Huh.
I thought I was getting lucky and got a drop. Never did. Ah, disappointment. But yeah, in all fairness, so I play about Smash a lot. I did like Ultimate for a while. Okay, fuck this, man. Every time I go to talk about something, it disconnects for a second. All right.
Something he needs done. You should ask him about it.
All right, I'm back. I tried to do something. We'll see if this helps it out a little bit. No idea.
There are new missions available at the New Haven bounty board.
So what I did specifically was I, closed it down for a second and see if it'll be better now. You never know. Yeah. So I told Victor, yes, you're gonna get a new PC. I'm gonna do Borderlands 3. Like, yeah, I'm probably gonna buy a pre-built PC. He's like, yeah, I mean, unlike me, I know what I'm doing, and I could, do it all. It's like, but the thing is, like, the only reason why you would build your own PC if it's cheaper, right?
Yes.
It's not cheaper anymore, is it?
Should be.
Have you seen the parts?
No.
Like GPUs and shit are like you could buy that with the full fucking computer. Certain, With the same shit. I don't know why. Maybe it's just bad shit. I don't know. But like, have you seen these parts? Like, it's not that much cheaper, And more importantly, that includes cost of like putting the machine together, when you buy a pre-built one, it's more than likely gonna work, right?
Right.
Where you could buy all these parts that are compatible, and then it no work because one part's bad, right? How do you troubleshoot one bad part from a Franken computer?
Yeah.
At least that's how I'm seeing it. I'm looking at the pros and cons. It might be cheaper, but it's gonna take much longer to build. But how much cheaper is it? If it's like only $200 cheaper, is it worth it? If it takes me 200 plus,
Yeah.
like if I can get a recommendation of, oh, I could build this, and this, then it'll work. It's guaranteed to work, and maybe it'll be worth it. But if I'm gonna spend this many hours looking for the best deals on the best parts I can get, and then it might not work because of a bad part,
Yeah.
What if you just buy a bad part that could fuck up the computer? What if you buy a fan that supposedly overheats, but you didn't know about it until after it was already installed and the computer fried? Ooh, what's that burning smell? Oh yeah, it's my fucking computer, the GPU. It's cooking eggs on it.
Look at all this stuff.
And that's why I'm torn between actually trying to learn how to build a computer, because I did watch a few tutorials, but it's like, yeah, there's, you kind of need to buy like a few parts for it. And my main concern is actually being able to hook it up in the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you might not get a good case. Like, if it's like building a puzzle without, having all the parts. Best way to describe it. And it's like, you have to kind of like make the parts fit. And it's like, ooh, that's a lot of work. And if it's not significantly cheaper, that's the point. If it's not significantly cheaper, then what's the point of attempting to do it?
Yeah.
It's more of a time investment. It's more if it's just as good as a money investment, but more risky because you don't necessarily know what you're doing completely. Like, you can go to websites, and they'll say it's compatible, but it might not be.
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know. You can't trust every website anyway. Ooh, Rhino. That's... I might get a rhino. Ooh, I might get a rhino. I need the rhino roaster. That would be cool. Yeah, but that's how I'm feeling about it, you know? Do I want to? Do I want to? You know? It's sort of like learning a hard character in a fighting game. I could. But would have been worth it. Like this right here, what I'm doing right now with farming. Deal, this I have decided this is not worth it. I'm committed now. I'm legitimately fucking committed now to this stuff. Because I had to start this endeavor. I thought I might have been able to get it a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't gotten a single one yet. And I'm barely getting pearlescence. You know? How the hell am I supposed to get any of these hybrid farming, you know, for my Lilith character, if they won't even give me, like, the easier ones, you know? Much less the harder ones. You know? Like, I'm surprised I haven't gotten, one from, Reaver. Or the one from, Taylor Cobb. You know? I'm surprised Carmerix has considerably decided to say "fuck you" 800 times to me. You know.
Yeah.
Well, what about you? What game are you playing? I hear you playing something.
Something called Blade Assault. I'm
Blade
just
Assault?
mashing-
You're
Yeah,
just
I'm mashing
mashing.
my out. It's hack and slash.
Yeah. Yeah, last night one of asked me what platformers do I have. I don't have a lot of platformer games from the 3D era. You know, I
3D
told
era.
yeah, like Sly Cooper, Banjo-Kazooie, stuff like that. You know, I told him about a few on the Sega one that might be good, like the Crash Dummies, but I think he's specifically looking for Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Dreamcast shit. And specifically that wasn't well known. But that's the thing, though. It's like I could not afford a lot of games as a kid. In
Me
fact,
either.
now as an adult, I probably have more games than I've ever had growing up, just because of a Steam summer sale. One Steam summer sale, and it was way less money. I don't think he has it.
I have so many games at my disposal now. I just don't have the time to play them all.
I have a lot of games
Yeah,
too, and I just
at
don't
work
have a lot of the interest. You know.
hmm
It's like
Considering how many games I got from last year, I'm trying to play as many as I can this year. It's going fine, but I keep adding more to it.
yeah, and I keep adding more to yours as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have never even known about that Toxie game until it was almost released.
hmm
It looks pretty good.
It does.
Especially since I showed you that it was an R-rated film beforehand. That was awesome, though, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I told Rocket Mario T I want him as a killer in Dead by Daylight. I wanted the Toxic Avenger, and I wanted I wanted the voice lines on the characters to swap to be pieces of shit, like Dwight to be a piece of shit. You know, committing crimes. Like, after I do this shit, I'm gonna do some drugs or whatever, or some shit. And so it would be canonical, and you get all these cool cosmetics of them looking like punks. You know, the survivors get these punk look. You know, 80s punk look, or you know what I mean. You know, and then the music would be Night on Bald Mountain. Goodbye. The Mori would involve the mop on the face. My dude. Alright, that's good looking. That's all I could say about that is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wish me luck. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna do doors tonight. We could try it tomorrow.
All right.
Tomorrow afternoon or so. I don't know. I do have a day off, but I do have to go to another quote unquote job.
Mm.
Yeah. I just don't have time. More importantly, I didn't get a break today too, so I'm tired as hell too. Cool RoboCop gun. The new RoboCop game might be fun. I don't know.
Let's see what we've got.
I feel like it's gonna be a little bit glitchy,
Yeah.
and not intentionally either.
Just like most games on launch.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen. Games are getting more and more complicated. This isn't just using 2D shit anymore, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Also, another game I want to get back into, DL, is Minecraft, but on my computer, Minecraft does not run well anymore because of the increase in the world height.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they doubled the world and it doubled the amount of fucking things that could go wrong.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, they actually increased the world size by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even mean like, I mean like just, and it not as consistent.
Yes, feel it.
Haven't seen JDX in a while. Haven't seen Mike in a while. Have you talked to Gray? Has he been okay?
I still hadn't had any contact from Gray.
Maybe he's freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another character that I think is not coming back is Grim Jim.
Yeah.
I say it a lot, but it's like it's really sad that Toxic Avenger or Toxic Crusader can get a game, or Grim Jim can't. Toxic Avenger is an R-rated film made for kids, apparently.
R-rated film.
It's well, RoboCop was. He's getting a game too. No, RoboCop had kid Nike shoes. Don't believe me? Take a look. Interesting. When enemies shoot you, they make your bloom go higher. Why does this game? Why does it exist?
All this stuff.
Why are we here just to suffer? Yeah, RoboCop had fucking like Velcro shoes for kids. It's like, what the hell? And there were so many Terminator toys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what game's pretty good? It was and I told one up about it. It was the Incredible Crash Dummies, the platformer for the Sega and Nintendo. For the Sega Genesis and Nintendo SNES, it was pretty good. If you didn't hear what I said, because the fucking thing decided to cut off for half a second and it's glitch mode.
I heard you the entire time.
I know you did, but the stream didn't because it turned off for a second.
Mm.
'Cause that's what it fucking does. Like, it's so hard to tell whether or not it's even streaming sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like it says it is, but then it lies. It's like, okay, well, why'd you say it was?
Yeah.
You know.
Scooter asked me to tell you about a little something something he needs done. You should ask him about it.
Alrighty. I'm about to end this stream because I'm getting Bilbo. I'll say this, right? An hour farming, that's about all I can stand. Same shit, you know?
Mm.
Like, how long do you farm for a certain item?
Pretty
You know?
long.
Yeah, and I mean in a day. You know?
It depends on how long I feel like it. It'd be
Yeah.
like an hour or two, maybe even longer sometimes.
Yeah, because right now
I remember doing that on Dragon Quest.
Yep, you never did get that royal jelly slime. you never did get Kirk Crackle and Fizzizzle or whatever.
Yeah.
Thwack though worked. Can you imagine starting the match and then just hitting a thwack right away?
Yeah, fuck that. You ain't playing me.
Yeah, I know. That's what they did. That's what they do, though. The fact that you can't reflect it on them is, I think, a big mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't playing me. Oh yeah? What if I do this? What deal? They gotta play.
Mm-hmm. Play against somebody else. I mean.
Play against the good person. Yeah, I mean that's how it is, though. You know.
Mm-hmm.
People would go for it. I wonder if Rock went for it a lot. It's like Falcon Punch, you know? They're gonna go for it.
Rock said he sees nothing wrong with Hero, and I'm like, you're blind.
Wait, yeah, I mean, he has some crappy moves, but a lot of them are pretty good. You know, like up air.
That's a combo tool.
Yeah, that was one move.
Too bad nobody uses it.
No, well, what are you talking about? They can kill in one hit. No, people only want the guaranteed follow-ups. We talk about. They need to get that. Alright, I'm gonna farm this guy about 10 more times, and I'm gonna zip on out to yell. Yeah, I know. That's how I feel. But it's super hot in this room right now, and farming constantly ain't helping it. Farming is hard work, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta turn the sun off for a second. Yeah, I did like Minecraft a lot. I kind of want to get back into it. I liked the building aspect. I had some really good plans. For a village, but they're done now.
Richter wanted me to do a playthrough with him on Minecraft, and it was some type of mod, but I'm not doing it only because of 1UP's going to be part of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. He was thinking about changing that around and seeing if I could do something with them in Minecraft, but I hadn't got a response since.
Yeah. I mean, it just falls through, you know? That's how shit happens, you know? He might not even thought about it afterwards.
Yeah. It's even weirder, like, ever since I left, the one time he actually messaged me and then never responds back.
Yep. Oh yeah, by the way, Mike was on Hogwarts for a long time. Now he's on Resident Evil.
I've been seeing that.
Now he's on Resident Evil though.
Yeah.
And I said he's casting Avada Kedavra on those Ganados. Oh my gosh, I'm getting sick and tired of not seeing these drops. Yabba dabba dee ba da bye. But yeah, wait, what's the best character in Smash? Or at least the coolest. I think the hypest one. Yeah, hypest. What's the hypest one?
Hard to say.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Incineroar. Because of recent showings.
Mm-hmm.
in those tournaments. Another hype character. Probably Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get the 3 archetypes. I'm not just listing Pokemon characters. Unfortunately, the Pokemon characters are kind of hype. Some of them. I really wanted Banjo-Kazooie to be a fun character, but that character is very campy, you know.
Yeah.
Which I guess is true because Banjo-Kazooie was kind of a campy-esque character. I just wish it was cooler to watch. But yeah, like Falcon's always kind of hype. Ganondorf not as hype in this game, I don't think. I think his sword kind of gave him the lame factor in a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't want him to have that type of sword. I wanted him to actually have magic and have a different moveset than Falcon. Instead of giving him just Ike properties. That felt like a very quick fix. Felt like they did that in like an afternoon. Yep. I don't know, I just feel like out of all the characters, Ganondorf is not very reliable in terms of what he is. I think another character that's probably very, very, like, not unreliable as like how he plays, but unreliable as in he doesn't give a good representation of what he does in his game. At least with Marth, Roy, and Lucina, they do use swords and whatnot. Ganondorf has like 2 moves that he actually did in his game. And that's it. Tops.
Yep.
Falcon is another very unreliable character. The only move he has ever done outside of Smash was Falcon Punch. And it was in an anime. Not even in his game. And believe it or not, DL, Captain Falcon, we did Falcon Punch, he died doing it.
Yikes.
Yeah. Supposedly. Jigglypuff's another character I think really straddles what the character did. Although Jigglypuff does have more than a lot of the ones I was talking about. What about you? Any character you think is like kind of like very misrepresented in terms of like what they do? Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like kind of hard,
Yeah.
A lot of them are really well designed, and then you have the ones that scratch your head at. Like, of course, I'm not gonna blame Falcon for having the Dragon Fighter moveset. That was the original game. I'm not gonna blame him for having that because Falcon didn't have a moveset outside of his card, so it's not a big deal. All right, Ganondorf kind of got screwed on that mechanic. Lucina, Marth, and Roy, I think, kind of got screwed by just being too similar to each other. When I couldn't believe this, but apparently Lucina is second class in.
As an archer.
Yeah. Would you have known that?
No. Because I ain't play Fire Emblem at the time.
No. I never played Fire Emblem. I had no idea until after someone said it to me. Really? They could have been lying.
Could have been. She could have been different.
Yeah. She could have been like a Link. Similar to a Link. A bit faster, and a bit more finesse with the sword. Link is more like, I have all these tools, I'm going to hit you with all of them. She's gonna be like, I have my sword and I have my my quiver. And then we have Rivals of Aether actually having an archer character. That might be kind of cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna blame that though. She was an Echo Fighter DL. She was not gonna be her own separate character. She's just gonna be Marth's skin, and they decided to just separate it like Dr. Mario. Which is fucking stupid because Dr. Mario has more of a difference now than fucking Lucina and Marth.
Yes.
How the fuck is Mario and Dr. Mario more different than two characters that are actually different? You know? Too many Mario characters, they say. Too many, you know, it's like... Listen, all right, we all know the real reason why they complain about Fire Emblem. It's not because Fire Emblem has too many characters, because Fire Emblem has too many of the same character.
Yes.
All right, and once they started making new characters, guess what? People were already you have to get rid of that stigma. You know, and even then, just about all these characters come out with a sword. You know.
Yep.
You know, none of them are like a magic casters. You know, Robin being the one. No one complains about fucking Robin. You know.
Meanwhile, in Fire Emblem, there's a lot of crazy spells you can be using than what just Robin is using.
Mm-hmm.
There could have been more potential, even another character that.
As far as I know, I think there are Pegasus Knights.
Yes.
In Fire Emblem.
Yes, there is.
Which was also in Shining Force, which those are some of the coolest characters. I think there was a Centaur Knight too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like you have all these cool characters, and then you have the Marth like 2 or 3 times, and then a few other characters that are a little bit better. But I feel like once Chrom came in, that was the last straw. People, Fire Emblem now has a stigma to it.
Yeah.
In Smash.
And then Violet came out, who was done right.
Yeah, and people just compared it. The only problem with Violet,
there really isn't a comparison.
Nope.
Besides what, blue hair?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I know, and that's the problem. That's the problem people hate. Oh, the moveset's different, but the character looks the same.
So what?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, but the character looks the same. Okay,
Yeah.
so Mario, Dr. Mario, literally the same character. Not a problem.
Not a problem.
It's just him in a doctor outfit.
Yep.
Different character.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know
Not a
why?
problem, though.
Because there's not a third Mario. If there was a third Mario, then it'd be a problem.
Yeah, and that's why people want a Paper Mario.
Yep. They want a Paper Mario, and they're gonna be like, ew. They're gonna hate him. Yeah, Violet's problem was the fact that Fire Emblem had a stigma, and they picked a character that looked like another character. You know?
Look like, not fight like.
Nope. Look like. That's enough to just poison it. That's enough to just poison first impressions. You know? That guy just explode. Wait, what? DL, I just one-shot. What? How did he explode instantly? Fuck. He evaporated. Never seen that happen. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, by the time it came out, people were already pissed off at Fire Emblem, and then another Fire Emblem drops, and they're like, oh my god. They could have had Waluigi, they could have had Halo, they could have had Shrek. They get into Fire Emblem? Come on. The only thing I don't like about Byleth. Okay, nice. This man, he said he's French kissing a beer.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, JDX said he French kissing a beer. Yeah. But yeah, how you doing?
Good.
But yeah, that's the problem with That was the problem. It wasn't the fact that Violet was a terrible choice. It's the fact that you had Chrom, you had all these Fire Emblem characters that looked very similar come into this game, that didn't do anything different, and then the first thing they fucking see is Byleth, and Byleth can't even fly like they did in the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clap some dummy Carace's booty cheeks. I actually got some rock. Okay, you gotta calm down. Apparently the beer is very bustodious. Yeah, but I'm just like, by the time Byleth came, I'm like, oh man, I was a little disappointed too. I saw the fight and like, oh, that's cool, and then I hated the axe mechanic where it just breaks shields, down air breaks shields, side B breaks shields, you know. I'm surprised they didn't let that axe bury too, as it broke the shield. Yeah. That guy just walking out and burning and then falling apart was funny as hell to me. But yeah, yeah, that's the problem though. Like, people say, oh, there's too much Pokemon characters too. Your point?
The Mario characters.
Yeah, what about the Mario characters? What about these? You know, it's like the reason why a lot of people aren't complaining about the amount of characters representation is a lot of the character representation is kind of unique. It's only Fire Emblem that has that problem, and next is going to be Metroid. Metroid's going to have that problem next.
Yeah.
Alright. Sounds like he's been kidnapped by the beer. We got to save him. Don't you dare be doing this. Alright. Yeah. Just make sure to wash after the beer, okay? Oh man. This is exactly why I do not like farming the same boss over and over again, because it's like, what do? I come in, the guy dies, he doesn't give me a drop. I come in, the guy dies, he doesn't give me the drop. You know, there's like no it's monotony.
Yeah.
That's not what we get. Okay, you got to be careful, alright? The restraining order you're gonna get in. That's what you're gonna get with that beer.
Weird.
Throw that there just in case. Did I hit him? Dude, this man's running. This man running from the cops or something.
How disappointing. I didn't even break a sweat.
What, she's my wife? Yeah. For how long? Sounds to me like you're gonna try and get the kids. Bang. But yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's too many characters, right, over with Pokemon. No, people don't really hate too many Pokemon characters because there's Pokemon characters. They hate Pokemon characters because they're Pokemon. You know?
Yep.
Incineroar does not fight like any other character. The only two characters in Pokemon that fight are Pichu and maybe Mewtwo and Lucario. But Mewtwo and Lucario are kind of different. Like, by a lot now. Because of just how they fight, you know? Like, hell, I don't think Lucario uses his tail at all. Now I think about it.
No.
But yeah, what I'm thinking of is yeah, I'll say this, right? I feel like Metroid's a little too similar. We have what, 4 Metroid characters? 2 of them are almost exactly alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. That's kind of bad. Dark Samus, I shit you not, should have just been a skin. It should have just been a
Yes.
skin.
Yes.
Don't fucking do that. Dark Samus should have had different properties, like a teleport, what she had in the game, or give her alternately give her different Samus powers, like maybe that super dash that they had, or you know.
Yeah.
Or maybe a poison mechanic because she's Phazon related. You know? Where you deal damage over time like Piranha Plant.
Yeah.
So it's better to... That'd be cool. Samus is less aggressive and Dark Samus more aggressive. You want to actually hit your opponent with Dark Samus? With physical attacks. To get the poison going. Get the corruption going. But no. No, we got Samus twice. And I think Dark Samus actually beats out Samus a little bit. Yeah, it's not even because of like a good property. I think it's just on her charge shot. Yeah, or maybe it's the opposite. I think it's the opposite. I think Samus's charge shot stuns you for a second, so sometimes there's follow-ups. I don't know, something stupid. Not really worth thinking about. And then they have Zero Suit Samus, which everyone dropped because you can't kill instantly with her. Yeah, I shit you not. All these people drop characters because you just can't kill, like, instantly. Now, that being said, Zero Suit doesn't kill reliably. Now, not in this game. You know? You know, but the thing is, she still has really good properties, though.
Yep.
Like that jump. Like that unpunishable down B.
Yes.
That people tend to see like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's a pretty big fucking deal when they spike your ass off stage. When you try to ledge guard them.
Plus, she's invincible when doing it.
Almost the whole way through. Deal is almost the whole way through. I had no idea it was that bad. Look over foot. Until I saw it. I think she's invincible until her foot comes out to attack.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's either trade or get hit.
Yeah. But she can't kill at 35% like she could in 4. So it's bad. Turn her off.
Yuck.
You know what would be nice is if this guy could actually drop the gun every once in a while too. I farmed this guy very long, and he ain't dropping the gun because he's a bimbo, you know. He's a slut. Scar's a slut. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Lilith once again was another like character that felt overtuned too, you know.
I'm kind of overtuned.
With the shield breaking, very easy to break shields.
I think it got nerfed because even Grave thinking like it doesn't break as it used to. I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't remember it one shot in shields.
Yeah.
I just know it does a shit ton of damage to him, but
online, it could shield stun you to where it would break. You know, like you would let go of the button and it would hold on for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And not only that, but like in all fairness, it's not that hard. You jab at the shield, then you do down air. You know. It's actually crazy. I'm surprised they gave so many moves shield break mechanics.
Yep.
I feel like it's I feel like I feel like it's not even that unsafe to spam the down air.
Of course.
That's why I feel like it's overtuned. A character that could just bully with move, and then if you have to try and shield it, like if it did a lot of damage to shields but didn't do a lot of damage, then that'd be fine. But it's like, no, that's a kill move, and it's, you know, it's one of many that could come out. Whoa, whoa, he just spawned a bigger version of him inside of himself. Man got entity crammed. Yeah, but in all fairness, like, Violet had like at least 3 big shield breaking moves, right?
Mhm.
Plus forward. Did forward smash break shields if it was tippered?
You have to charge it.
Yeah. Okay. Still though, you know, the forward smash had range, so you know you'd have to like you'd have to either jump over it or whatever. But like, yeah, now I remember the arrow could break shields, right?
Only fully charged.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Why doesn't Samus's charge shot do that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Overtune. All right, I'll say this deal. I'll say this deal.
Here's why. Here's why. Because Violet has to stay in. Violet has commitment, unlike Samus, who can charge and still move. And then when she's ready to throw it out, just throw it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Violet's got to stay in place, and if he's going for the full charge shot, he has to commit.
Yep.
Do the entire animation.
Yep.
Without being able to cancel it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why people like Fox just sit there and shield once they see it. Or they side B. Or not side B, down B. But still. Why doesn't Samus's projectile do any damage to shields?
It got nerfed.
Yeah, I know.
Because people were doing the shield break combo where down B to neutral B.
Yep. But it's okay for other characters that have down airs that break shields in one hit. Ish.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I'm saying, like, it's okay for this character, but not okay for this character. And it's like, okay, like it's done like like it's not even like a decision. It's like this character comes in afterwards. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, I don't like this. Let's nerf this. Oh, let's give this character this thing that we just nerfed. You know? That's what I'm talking about. Like it's overtuned. It's like if you don't want shields to break and shit on other characters, you know, stop giving it to DLC characters. You know? Like, do you want shields to break easy or you don't want them to break easy? You know? And if so, if shields are to break easy, why not give a shield break move to every character? You know?
Yuck.
Right. Right?
Yeah, that'll be balanced.
Yeah, that'll be balanced. And everyone will go for shield break moves constantly.
Yeah.
Instead of the few that always do. Like, how many Donkey Kongs do you see just do side B all the time? They jump in with side B because they're like, yeah. You know?
Yeah.
They do it a lot. No, in all fairness, I do agree that the Robin's arrow should break shields.
What was that?
Robin's arrow should break shields, because it's like it's basically a charge thing. You know, you're sitting there, you're doing it for a while, and if the opponent decides to sit there and take it, that's on them.
Wait, Robin?
Not Robin. Whatever her name is, Corrin, or no, Corrin, Lilith. Same character, really.
Oh, so you want Robin's spells to start breaking shit? No.
Maybe. I mean, heroes break shields.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, but it goes along with your point.
Yeah. Every character should. You know? Why do only certain characters get this busted shit that aren't very, you know, it's not like it's like a balance thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No, they just get it for free. Like say like you got Robin, say like Lilith got rid of the shield break mechanic, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much nasty shit does Lilith already do? You know?
Mm-hmm.
How much would it be? You know? You know, pros already say that the shield break isn't like a big thing, a big deal with Byleth. People say Byleth isn't even that good either.
Uh-huh. Okay, Leo's cutting up with him.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like people don't. But yeah, like the shield break, you know, it's what happens. The fact that he can decide to do it is more than enough for him maybe not to be allowed to do it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the thing with Byleth. If you're not shielding against it, up B is a real pain in the ass to deal with.
Yep.
But then if you shield, bang, instant death. You know? I'll say this, right? Right, DL? I'll say this, right? Remember when I said, oh, they should give Samus a way to break shields or whatever? I'll say this. Like, imagine, Byleth can kill you at almost 0%, right? With a shield break?
Yeah.
What can Samus do at 0%? I did like 26% on him. That's about it, right?
Yeah.
What is Samus gonna fucking set up that's gonna be a huge fucking deal? Yeah, I'm gonna charge shot, and then I'm gonna shoot you with it, and that's my 26 damage. You know?
Yeah.
Like really, like have we seen Samus do anything like super fucking crazy?
No.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you ever notice how all the fucking shield break characters are the ones that have huge potentially kill you at 0% damage?
Hero.
Yeah, Hero, Byleth, Donkey Kong. You know. I'll say this, right? Imagine you're playing Donkey Kong, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he breaks your shield at 0%. What's he gonna do? He's probably not gonna giant punch, and if he does giant punch, he's an idiot.
Cargo throw.
Yes.
Every Donkey Kong, including me, do that.
Yeah. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna pull you. He's gonna pull you off stage, and you're done. And the only way you deal with it is to not let him break your shield and not let him grab you. But he's gonna go for it.
Yep.
It's a good mechanic. It's a good move on him. Why would he not? You know? And that's what I'm saying. Like, what characters, you know? I always find it weird. Another character I'm surprised doesn't have a shield break is fucking Little Mac. He has that charge.
Just the downward.
Yeah. It does shield
smash.
damage. It does shield damage.
And even on hit, it doesn't really do a lot of knockback, but you can be doing 40% off of one punch.
Yeah, that's what I do. But it's like doesn't break as fast as Lucina's shield break, does it?
No.
Yeah, no shit, it
Meanwhile,
don't.
you can easily break it uncharged. And meanwhile, you get a guarantee on charge. If you can just destroy it uncharged, why have a charge?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It should be just a poke.
Yeah.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like Mac has it, but you have to sit there and charge it a little bit. You know, and it's like people aren't gonna let if people see you charging with Little Mac, you know, the punch, and they still go for it. It's not it's at that point it's their fault that they got hit. You know.
Yeah.
Like the only time you should be allowed to get hit by a Little Mac smash attack is when you're not expecting him to throw it out as you're jumping in, you know? And that's only on characters that have to jump in on Little Mac, like Mario and shit, you know? Or not Mario, but you know what I mean. Characters that don't have like the great keep away mechanic.
Yeah.
But yeah, Little Mac's a character that can kill you at 0% if you wanted to. Or he'd just do 40 damage, like you said, with the uncharged one. Or the charged side smash. That was down and angled. You know? I'll say this, though. DL, between the 40% and the down smash, that's 50-50 for me if you're at 0.
Mm-hmm.
Because at 0%, down smash can put you at a bad angle for another down smash, you know, depending on how close you are to the stage. It's character dependent though. I'm not going to use it on fucking Sonic or Meta Knight, but you know.
Yeah.
You know, a character that you won off stage that maybe has like the 2 recovery thing where they jump, and then recover. You know? You definitely don't want to do it on Sora. You know?
Yeah.
But on Dr. Mario, that's free. You know? Yeah, Lil Mac is cool. But like, when you fight a good person that knows how to fight him, it's rough, you know? I watch Peanut play, and it's kind of crazy that he does all this cool shit, and it doesn't look like he wins a lot compared to, you know, in tournaments, I mean, specifically. Like, he's really good online. It just feels like every awesome Peanut match I see, it's like, it always feels like he does good, and then the opponent's like, okay, adapted. And they're always close, by the way, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like, though, Peanut would probably be winning way more if he just picked the easier characters, you know?
Yep, tier Horan.
Yeah. Which sucks, too, because, you know, he's doing some cool shit with Lil Mac. Like, people like, ooh, Lil Mac can recover now? Or whatever. Yeah, watching Peanut play is really cool.
Yeah.
He actually uses a lot of aerials, too, which is surprising.
Yep.
But that's what you do. You do what the opponent's not going to always expect. People kind of expect Lil Mac to run up and charge for downward angled side smash in hopes of getting a shield break. Yeah, like I always found it funny, like what's a character gonna do that breaks your shield, you know?
Right.
Samus is pretty funny, because it's like, what's Samus feasibly gonna do? The only thing I can think of Samus maybe be able to cheese is doing a weak hit of the down smash into a down air off stage. You know what I mean? You know how it has that weird angle on the backwards hit?
Yeah.
Snake's another character you don't want your shield broken on, because he can do some weird shit
Yeah.
that you might not be safe on.
He has freedom to shut up.
Yep.
Shut up. I said, set up.
He gets freedom to shut up. What the fuck? Why are you telling me to fuck you? How dare you?
Sorry, I was reading something.
How,
I
how
said
dare
that.
you? How dare you? Hey, shut up
I was
about
reading something when I
Snake.
said that.
Yeah. You know, Sonic's another character I feel like wouldn't be able to do much aside from start a combo.
Yeah.
You know? If you broke your shield. K-Rool, I would not want my shield broken on. Ridley, I would definitely not want my shield broken on. That's 50% right there. Right?
No, 80%.
80%? Oh, wait, is it 80%?
It's like 60, 70, 80. It's way higher than 50.
Way higher than 50? Why the fuck they make that so hard then? How much does that move actually do?
All I know is like it's instant kill percentage.
Yeah. Why didn't they give Ridley a fucking shield break? Come on. Dude, if Roy can kill you with a shitty side B at 0%, why the fuck can't Ridley? You know? Alright, I think this is going to be my last run. That would be heading off. But yeah. Yeah. I do wish Lil Mac was a little more balanced, though. I'm surprised he does not have a stun meter on the character punching. You know, consecutive punches potentially get you a stun meter, and it doesn't act like a shield break. It just acts like a temporary berry or like a Jigglypuff like rest, or not rest but sing. And it has to be different punches. It can't be just holding down rapid jab, you know? Maybe actually get rid of the super armor. But then again, that might not be fun for people that eventually get good at it, you know? Yep. Like, it's crazy. I don't even want to think about the Steve Little Mac matchup. I don't, because I have no idea. Like, if Steve sets up, I don't see Little Mac ever landing a finger on him. If Little Mac hits Steve, though, Steve might lose a stock, you know?
Yeah.
Because once Steve gets hit, like, it's not like... See, here's the fucking thing, alright? If Steve was... if Steve was not banned, Little Mac would be the Steve killer.
Yeah.
Because Little Mac doesn't combo to kill. You know what I'm saying? You know, how does Little Mac kill you? He reads you twice. You know, pretty much. He tries to get a little damage. How does Steve kill you? By slowly roasting you alive, pretty much. Oh, dude. Oh my god. I would really like to see a Steve player with the you know how they did the momentum canceling? Like, he does that, and then Little Mac does up smash, he momentum cancels it, and then Little Mac does another up smash. You know, and instantly hits him again. Because it's fast enough to probably do that. So the whole matchup is now just stupid Little Max up smashing twice on stage, and Steve's desperately not trying to get hit by the first one because they know they're gonna get hit by the second one. Alrighty. I'm getting yaboed on this pretty hard. I'm gonna kill him one more time, then I'm done. But yeah. That's what I'm saying, like, to me it's so weird, because the balance in this game is like, you have a lot of characters that don't have fun mechanics to deal with. And then you have the characters that are kind of free to fight. You know, they're not gonna really do much.
Yep.
Even though every character is good, but it's like, when you fight a Bowser Jr., how free is that? You know? What type of really annoying shit do you have to deal with? Maybe the Koopa Clown cars that you can pick up before they actually start walking?
Yeah.
Or as they're walking? Which is a mechanic, apparently. I think the only annoying thing about Bowser Jr. is probably the side dash.
Yeah.
But even then, it's not even like that's like a kill move. It's a combo starter, you know? Alright, I'm done. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, JDX, for joining in and sucking on the beer. Gross. How dare you? We're gonna be heading off. Habla indeed.